Hey, everybody. Looks like we don't have any viewers here, but I'm going to go ahead and start off anyway. I want to welcome everybody to the Early Watch. This channel here was created so we can unite as a community in hopes that we not only can teach each other, but also learn from each other, especially with the state that we've been in right now. America is just horribly divided. And I'm hoping that we can get people over here and, just start a conversation, get things going. Guess I don't know if I should give a minute for people to start coming over. Um, got a few things planned for the show today. Chat, show, whatever you want to call it. Well, I'll tell you what, just to fill up some dead air while people get their things in order, their affairs in order for the morning. Let me just go over real quick, what the criteria of the show might be about. If we can keep this going here. Maybe start off with here's the outline real quick. Just doing the welcome, the intro, inviting everybody. And then I want to move on to maybe a couple news topics, maybe things that happened overnight or during the morning, whatever. Then have maybe a bitch session where me or whoever, other people that are on co-hosts, whatever, can just openly complain about whatever is bothering them or whatever's going on. I want to have a new gun. At least I want to do that today. It might not be a fixed thing, but I definitely want to get that in there today. Movie or a book. Definitely want to add that in some way, somehow. And that's pretty much the outline of everything. If we can get everything moving the way that I want to, it'd be pretty cool. So, still nobody. Let's see what we got here. Well, I guess we could start with a topic that's kind of been regurgitated to death here. I guess this weekend in Chicago marks the deadliest of the year with 17 fatally shot. That was published here, let's see, October 31st at 7:45 p.m. A bloody year for Chicago hit a new low this past weekend. 17 people were fatally shot, marking the deadliest weekend so far this year and pushing homicides past the 600 mark for the first time since 2003. Beginning with 50 killings in January, violence has erupted in 2016 at levels unseen since the 1990s. Even with the end of summer, typically the year's most violent stretch, no let-up has occurred. Not counting Halloween, October saw 76 homicides, 2.5 times the 30 killings a year earlier. The shooting over the last weekend came as Chicago police shifted resources to accommodate the crowds in and around the Wrigley Field and North Side for the Cubs' 3 home World Series games. But Superintendent Eddie Johnson said the department was not caught short-handed in the South and West Side neighborhoods, where the bulk of the violence took place. We had canceled days off as well as required 12-hour shifts over the entire weekend. I'm so confident that we had the resources out there, he said. The violent final weekend of October pushed homicides to 614 as of midnight Sunday, an excess of 200 more of the same year earlier period, and the most at the 10-month mark since 1997. Official police department records show. In addition, shooting incidents for the year are closing in 3,000, a 46% jump from 2,044 a year earlier. According to the department's statistics, at least 3,662 people have been shot, 1,106 more than a year earlier, according to the Tribune analyst. In addition to the 17 fatally shot between Friday afternoon and early Monday, another 42 were wounded. It was the deadliest weekend since 13 were slain and 46 were wounded over Father's Day. That last weekend in August saw 11 killed and 56 others wounded. 7 of the 17 people who were killed this past weekend were younger than 20. The youngest was a 14-year-old, I'm not going to say his name, and was shot at about 1:20 a.m. Saturday was while helping his father move out of a building on the 500 block of South Central Avenue. At about 3:15 a.m. Sunday, 17-year-old twins, I'm not going to say their names either, were killed in an apparent drive-by shooting in an Old Town neighborhood, or in the Old Town neighborhood, I'm sorry. Police responding to the calls about gunfire found one of the boys lying on the sidewalk on the 400 block of West Evergreen Ave and the other around the corner at the 1300 block of North Hudson Avenue. Both had been shot several times and were pronounced dead at the Northwestern Memorial Hospital. And what may be only an odd coincidence, the families of both the twins and the other guy that I mentioned first, I'm not going to say his name, knew one another from living next door in townhomes on the 700 block of South Kedzie. Even though both of their killings took place elsewhere. Police said the shootings appear to be unrelated and that none of the 3 victims were believed to be gang members, though the twins were with individuals who were gang affiliated. On Monday, the first guy that was shot, stepfather, I'm not going to say his name either, said his stepson loved going to his elementary school. I'm not going to say the school's name. He recalled how he had gone to tell a neighbor at 4 a.m. Saturday about his stepson's killing, but bumped into the twins' mother as she headed to work. She said, "I'm sorry to hear that." Shook her head and she walked off. A little more than 24 hours later, I'm not going to say the sister's name either, but it was his 16-year-old sister screamed in horror when learning of the twins' death on Facebook. I can't believe it, the stepfather said. I feel like this is the worst city. I don't really understand what is going on. It's just not safe, but I feel like it's going on everywhere now, no matter where you go. There's a whole bunch more. I could read this. There's another kid, I'm not going to say his name, another kid, 16 years old. I mean, this is just getting ridiculous. And people are still worried about, if what the police are doing and, worried about what their status updates are and worried about, this whole election rigmarole that's going on right now. And they're just nobody's worried about the real issue. These aren't people that are standing out in front of liquor stores with, something, doing something that they shouldn't be doing. None of these people, if they did have a gun on them, I am 100% sure that this would say that they had a gun on them in this article somewhere. I mean, a 17-year-old kid, a 14-year-old kid, a 21-year-old kid. I mean, this is getting absolutely ridiculous right now. And nobody's focusing on this. These are stories that are they're skimmed over. Front page news now is, Trump grabbing pussy or, Hillary and her emails. I understand that these are very important issues right now. It's going to be who leads our free world, but we're literally worried about nothing while children, kids, teenagers are getting killed, not dying of leukemia, not dying of anything, that's also a tragedy, but they're getting murdered by other people that are on their blocks, in their neighborhoods, and it's just I don't understand it. It's just why go through the I don't know why go through the trouble of all this protesting and all this rioting and all this picketing, and you know there's kids out there dying, innocent people that are just the one kid. What did it say? Helping his stepfather. I might have to rewind this thing and see what I said because I can't find it in the. Loved going to his old elementary school. I mean, how grown up could he be if he's still visiting elementary school? Come on, guys. Yeah, this is getting out of control. I don't. And the problem is that I don't see it getting any better. I can only see us going downhill as a country from here. Oh my God, have you guys look at Macaulay Culkin's face? Has anyone seen Macaulay Culkin's face lately? Holy crap. I'm looking at Macaulay Culkin right now and he looks like the Scarecrow and Freddy Krueger had a baby and he grew his hair out like a hippie. I don't know who to feel worse for, America or Macaulay Culkin right now. I remember when that kid used to be funny and shit. Now he just looks like heroin and meth shitted all over him. You're still cool, Macaulay, if you're listening out there. All right. Enough dead air over here. Um, let's go through this. This is a little bit newer here. Let's see if I can get it up. Oh, that's what she said. Don't care, don't care. Let's read this one. New study shows that most Americans sympathize with communism. It might be just some clickbait, but let's see what it is. Eh, I guess it's somewhat relevant. Okay, so the headline here is Millennials Agree with Marx More Than the Bible, Studies Find. New report on Americans' attitudes towards socialism says that statements of Karl Marx have more support among millennials than what the Bible says about work and people's right to eat. Um, Asked if they agree with what Marx said, from each according to his abilities to each according to his need, 64% of millennials said yes, but only 53% said they agree with the statement in the Bible that if any would not work, neither should he eat. According to a new poll by YouGov and Washington, D.C. based Victims of Communism Memorial Foundation, in its first annual report, the foundation said the survey conducted with 2,300 people found that some millennials also believed that President George W. Bush killed more people than Stalin. Wow. And correct me if I'm wrong, but and do not mistake me for like a sympathizer or anything like that, because I'm not. But isn't Marxism from each according to his abilities to each according to his need? But is that what it is? I mean, I thought it was pretty much a barter and trade system. And well, yeah, that is kind of what it is. It's a barter and trade system, and the more you can produce, the more you give, and the less you can produce, the more. I don't know, but it all sounds ridiculous to me, and it also sounds right to me, because most millennials that I've met, I can understand how they do not agree with the whole if they don't work, they don't eat. I understand that, because most of them I see don't like to do anything. There's some of them, some millennials out there though, man, will bust their ass. I've met a few out there that are worth two shits. That doesn't mean I've met a lot, so it's not saying much. But yeah, and Bush killed more people than Joseph Stalin. God damn, why do they keep showing pictures of Macaulay Culkin at the end of every single news thing that I'm reading? He really looks horrible. I mean, there's nobody out there really right now, so I don't know. I'm not gonna link anything. If anybody wants to see what Macaulay Culkin looks like, let me know. I'll link something. Oh my god, he looks horrible. All right, let's get out of this here. What else do we got? What else do we got? Okay. What's this? Yeah. Oh, Ohio. Just waiting for it to load here real quick. Anybody that's out there. That is perfect how they worded it. And in sports news, this is from November 1st. Okay, so this was yesterday. Tonight is Game 6 of the World Series in Cleveland. So that was yesterday between the Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Indians. Native American groups are organizing to have Cleveland's team drop its moniker Indians and its mascot Chief Wahoo, which many consider a grotesque and racist caricature. This comes as in Ohio, a high school cheerleading squad is under fire for unveiling a racist banner at a football game Friday night. The message by the Greenfield McCain cheerleaders targeted rival Hillsborough High School, whose mascot is the Indians. The banner read, "Hey Indians, get ready for a Trail of Tears Part 2." Wow. Now I'm not I'm not one to condone or you know, whatever to say people can't say what they want to say, but that's kind of racist. The Trail of Tears refers to the forced relocation of Native Americans in the 1830s. Thousands died as entire tribes were forced from their homes into Oklahoma. Yeah, that was kind of racist. I don't think I'm gonna touch that one. Um, I mean, they tried to do it with the Redskins and it didn't work, so we'll see. I mean, for the MLB team for the Cleveland Indians, I don't. They've been around forever, and I don't think that they're necessarily being racist. So, you know, the the high school girls, though, the Hillsborough High School girls, that's kind of screwed up. They might as well like passed out blankets or something to the crowd. I mean, that's kind of not cool. So moving on. Righty. What else we got in here? Oh yeah, you know what? That's why I kind of wanted to bring that up too. Fuck, what was it? Yemen. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but I guess there was an American. I don't want to get it. I don't want to get the word wrong. Let me look it up real quick. Okay, here's the article. At least 60 killed by Saudi-led coalition airstrike at Yemeni prison or Yemeni. I don't know. At least 60 people, including inmates, were killed in a Saudi-led coalition airstrike on the Houthi-controlled Yemeni port city of Hodeidah. Relatives told Reuters. The prison in question is located in the city's Al Zadia district and was reportedly holding 84 inmates. It was shelled 3 times late Saturday. Hassem Al Azizi, deputy governor of the Houthi rebel controlled Hodeidah province of the same name, told Reuters. Witness at the prison site told the news agency the entire building was destroyed and medics pulled bodies from under the rubble, many of them missing limbs. One of the strikes allegedly targeted the building directly, while 2 others hit the prison gate and nearby administration buildings. According to Repli News Agency, a Saudi-led coalition airstrike also hit the port of Hodeidah. And the video filmed by Rupley crew shows port infrastructure destroyed by mortars and still smoking while firefighters try to extinguish the flames. There was no immediate comment on the airstrike from the Saudi-led coalition. Saudi Arabia intervened in the Yemen conflict to fight the Houthi rebels and restore ousted Sunni President Abd Rabbu Mansour Hadi to power in March 2015. The intervention has so far claimed the lives of at least 10,000 people, including almost 4,000 civilians, according to the latest UN figures. The majority of the victims killed in the airstrike. Since the beginning of the conflict, there have been reports of Saudi jets targeting schools, hospitals, marketplaces, and other civilian buildings. In the latest incident, at least 17 civilians, including 11 members of one family, were killed in the western Yemeni city of Taiz on Saturday. Earlier this month, Human Rights Watch accused Saudi-led coalition of war crimes following an airstrike at a funeral on October 8th. At least 2 airdrop munitions penetrated the roof of a hall containing over 1,000 mourners during the funeral ceremony. Also, Hodeidah Port City, at least 140 people were killed and 610 wounded. Peace talks between opposing parties in Yemen, mediated by the UN, which aimed to bring hostilities to an end, faltered in August and the fighting continued. Exiled President Hadi rejected another UN peace plan on Saturday, saying it would be a path to more war and destruction. According to the Reuters, the proposed plan suggests sidelining Hadi and setting up a government of less decisive figures. Speaking after the meeting with UN and envoy Ismail Old Sheikh Ahmed in Riyadh, Hadi blasted the plan, saying it would reward the rebels to penalize the Yemeni people and legitimacy. Yeah, instead of me just going on and butchering all these guys' names and all their, countries' names, which, if anybody took offense to that, whoops, I my bad. But I mean, this is just pretty much another example of, shit that's going on in the world out there today that, people don't even pay attention to. We're just, I don't know, you know. Lost. Hey, if anybody's out there listening, man, and on gun channels, I got the link over in Early Watch. So come on by. Anybody's welcome. Just gonna be here BSing. Got anybody out on the YouTube side too, man? I'm watching comments. I think I'm the only one on the YouTube side. Aha, joke's on me. Well, I guess we could just move on with the topics or whatever here. Let's see. Still got some more couple things that I wanted to go over. I got a bit session ready to go, but I kind of America today is the topic of the bit session. But I kind of wanted to save that. You know, people coming in. So all right. Let's look at some more crap here. Yeah, there's a lot of election shit here. I don't know if you guys want to hear about that, man. I'm kind of over it. But I guess yesterday they printed Comey under fire as the FBI begins to probe the probe of Clinton emails. In election news, controversy continues to swirl over FBI Director James Comey's announcement to congressional leaders that the agency is investigating more emails as part of its probe into Hillary Clinton's use of private email. The emails were discovered as part of a probe into former Congressman member loading. We already know it's Weiner, but it's loading. Congressmember Anthony Weiner, the estranged husband of top Clinton aide Huma Abedin. And they're under investigation, blah, 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 blah. On Monday, the FBI says it began to load emails into the computer program for analysis, although it's still not clear whether the investigation will be finished by Election Day. Exactly 1 week away, the Clinton campaign is attacking FBI Director Comey, accusing him of double standard after claims surfaced Monday that Comey argued earlier this month against naming Russia as meddling in the U.S. election and investigating a potential connection between Russia and the Trump campaign. Blah, blah, blah. Also on Monday, spokesperson with official of special counsel indicator, blah, blah, blah. Well, literally wrote an article of nothing. Comey was first appointed by the Deputy U.S. Attorney General by President George W. Bush, and then was appointed by Barack the Obama. I don't know if anybody was listening into the lobby chat yesterday, evening, morning, whatever you want to call it, but I guess Obama took a knee at one of the games or something like that. I don't know. Let's look that shit up. Because I'm sure there's a lot of news networks talking about it right now. Took a knee during the damn national anthem, man. He's supposed to be the leader of us, the leader of the free world, and he's taking knees. Bastard. National anthem. Hey, anybody, man, anybody that wants to come out there, if anybody just jumped in or joined in to listen, man, come on in. And if you're on the YouTube side, go over to gunchannels.com. All you got to do, few simple steps, fill out a little nothing, membership thing, become a member. It's all free, nothing, no credit cards, no anything like that. You can come in, join, be a part of the community. Join the chat. You got something to say it. If you ain't on your feet, you're on your ass. Here it is. But the website is called Snopes. So I don't know. I haven't heard of them, so I can't say if they're reputable or not. Uh, 19. Why the fuck is this so old? This was supposed to have happened like yesterday. September 2016. September 19th, 2016. Published a hoax news story. Okay, so that was made up. It says while President Obama did not kneel as the Star Spangled Banner played, either to show solidarity with Kaepernick or for any other reason, he did defend the quarterback's right to peacefully protest. In terms of Mr. Kaepernick, I got to confess that I haven't been thinking about football while I've been over here. And I haven't been following this closely, but my understanding, at least is that he's exercising his constitutional right to make a statement. I think there's a long history of sports figures doing so. I think there are a lot of ways that you can do it. As a general matter, when it comes to the flag and the national anthem and the meaning that the words hold of the men and the women in uniform and fought for us, blah, blah, bullshit, because he's lying. But I don't doubt his sincerity. Based on what I've heard, I think he cares about some real legitimate issues. This is coming from a guy that just quoted about free tacos in Columbus, Ohio yesterday. I think he cares about some real legitimate issues, America, that have to be talked about. And if nothing else, what he's done is he's generated more conversation around some topics that need to be talked about, like Colin Kaepernick, because that's all this is about. Anybody notice Colin Kaepernick's been playing football for how many years? But he faded slowly into the background, and now all of a sudden he's got to take a knee, and he's every fucking where. Gotta love America, America. And I am not an anti. I am so for pro-America. I'm patriotic. I love my country. I would die for my country. But this is getting goddamn ridiculous. Live update. No, I don't want a free article. Fuck you. Iowa police named suspects in ambush-style deaths of 2 officers. Published November 2nd, 2006. Tizzle. 2 police officers were shot and killed early Wednesday while sitting in their patrol cars in Des Moines area, and the authorities were searching for a 46-year-old Iowa man in connection with the ambush-style attacks. In a statement, police officials said they were looking for a man identified as Scott Michael Green, 46, a resident of Urbandale, Iowa, where one of the officers, and by the way, when I wasn't saying the names earlier, that's because that I had respect for the victims. Fuck this guy, Scott Michael Green, 46. Yeah, fuck that guy. A resident of Urbandale, Iowa, where one of the officers was shot. They said that Mr. Green was believed to be armed and that he should be considered dangerous. Police did not explain how they had identified him as the possible suspect. Sergeant Paul Parizek, a spokesman for the Des Moines Police Department, said at a news conference that it did not look as if there had been any interaction between the officers and whoever the coward is who shot them while they sat in their cars. Just after 1 a.m., the police in Urbandale, a suburb of Des Moines, responding to reports of gunfire, arrived near the intersection of 17th Street and Aurora Ave, where they found a colleague who had been shot. Hang on, guys. I'm going to pause real quick. This up here real quick. Come on. That is Scott Michael Green. Yeah, I'll say your name and I'll show your face. Officers from Des Moines, Iowa's largest city, other agencies were called in for help. Around 1:30 a.m., an officer was found shot in the intersection of Merle Hay Road and Sheridan Avenue in Des Moines, about a 5-minute drive from where the first officer was found. The shootings appear to have been ambush-style attacks, the Urbandale police said in a statement. According to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund, killings of officers have risen in the United States this year. and the organization has noted with alarm an increase in ambush killings of officers. A report released by the organization in late July noticed that there had already been 14 ambush killings of unsuspecting law enforcement officers in 2016, compared with 3 in the same time period the previous year. On July 7th, 5 police officers were gunned down in Dallas by Mika X. Johnson. We know about that. And Army veteran who was angered at police treatment of African Americans. 10 days later, 3 officers were shot and killed in Baton Rouge by Gavin Long, who had a history of paranoid rantings. Then the killings in Iowa has recalled the ambush-style killings of police officers in Brooklyn in December 2014, when 2 police officers were sitting in a patrol car and were shot at point-blank range. Sergeant Perizek, sorry if I'm getting his name wrong, asked about dangers that face police officers, grew angry. Wait a second. Sergeant Perizek asked about the dangers that face police officers, grew angry. So I guess the Sarge grew angry. These guys were gunned down, sitting in their car, doing nothing wrong, he said. There is a clear and present danger to police officers right now. There's definitely danger out there now. He alluded to the tensions in the police community relations throughout the country. We're very well aware of the society that we're living in right now and the time, he said. Some not so positive views of law enforcement and that a segment of our population holds. If we don't provide the service in the area that we do with the personnel type service that we do, we're nothing more than an occupying army. Sergeant Perizek said, we're going to do what we can to keep ourselves safe, adding the police would continue to answer the call as expected. Let's see, he said the Des Moines police officers. I guess he says Des Moines police officers would temporarily conduct their patrols in pairs to afford better protection. Governor Terry E. Branstad and Lieutenant Governor Kim Reynolds released a joint statement sending throughout thoughts and prayers to the families of the officers who were killed and those who continued to put themselves in harm's way. Public safety officers is an attack on public safety of all Iowans. The statement said, we call on Iowans to support our law enforcement officials in bringing this suspect to justice. The killings appeared to be the first time in Des Moines police officers were shot and killed in line of duty since, 1977. The department of 376 officers had been mourning the deaths of the 2 officers who were killed in March, and their patrol car was struck head-on by a drunken driver who was going the wrong direction on Interstate 80. So yeah, that was a long time ago, but the 2 guys that just got shot by this guy, Scott Michael Green, just happened. November 2nd. They responded just after 1 a.m. Sad shit, man. Let's see what this is. Let's play.
Everybody that can't be on this is on it. There's clearly danger if you're a police officer. These guys were gunned down, sitting in their car, doing nothing wrong. So there's definitely some danger out there. There's somebody out there shooting police officers. We hope we find it before anybody else gets hurt. We definitely don't want anybody in the public or in the community get hurt. But there is a clear and present danger to police officers right now. And we've doubled up our officers. I think Urbandale's taking some of those same precautions. But yeah, there's definitely danger.
And that was that was the Sarge. Shit, man. How come I couldn't have the thing? Perizek. Sergeant Paul Perizek. That was him talking right now. I don't even know if you guys. I don't know if you guys heard it or not. My apologies if you didn't. Hey man, just want to say if anybody's out there or if anybody's watching this, you're more than welcome to come on in. Pretty sure. Let me get out of this. Yep, links in the description over here at Early Watch. Game 6 World Series. I think that everybody knows about that. They're going to do a Game 7. Cubs won. 3-3. I don't want no damn videos. I would just honestly, I mean, like I said, I know there's nobody watching right now, but like if somebody were to watch later or something like that, I was thinking like, should I just screen share stuff, you know? But I don't know how these young YouTubers are nowadays. I don't want to get kicked off for, 3 days or something like that because somebody got offended. Dude, why are they so relentless on Macaulay Culkin, man? They like won't leave the guy alone. Poor kid. You know what? Screw it, man. I'm gonna show it real quick. Hold on. You guys see Macaulay Culkin, man? see if I can cover this light up. He's just fucking. The webcam doesn't do it justice. It looks like he's fucking dying. He looks horrible, and I can't stop seeing pictures of him all over the internet. It's like him and Hillary neck and neck. Him, Macaulay Culkin looking like he's on drugs, and then the next second, that's the second popular image, and then the next one that I'm seeing is Hillary looking pissed off. I can't find one picture of Hillary where she looks happy right now. Not one. It's her either waving her finger at the camera or grimacing at the camera or something like that. She looks upset. Hillary's upset and Macaulay Culkin's dying, guys. We got to come together as a country. I'm on a different screen right now, man. But like I said, I'm gonna keep reminding everybody until I end this chat. Until I end it, I'm gonna still remind everybody. Come on in. You're more than welcome. Whether you're brand new to gun channels or you're a old timey vet, come on in. You're all welcome. Everybody. Hell, when I first came to gun channels, man, I'll tell you guys a little bit about myself real quick while I'm looking up more bull stuff to, fill dead air. When I first came into gun channels, man, I was kind of nervous, even just to go in and fill out a membership. I was kind of nervous because I'm not a big time, collector guy. I could tell you a few somethings about something here and there. I could tell you, I know a little bit about older guns. I had an M1903 Springfield before. Shit like that. I've shot Mosins before, which they're, it's cool. It's got a big kick on it, and it's, a big bullet, but I don't know. I didn't nut when I shoot it like, I guess everybody else, not everybody else, but it's becoming real popular nowadays. I just don't understand why. Milsurps are real cool though, man. I love military surplus guns, but I just don't understand why the Mosin got so popular lately. I guess somebody found a few crates of them laying around or something. I don't know. Not a Mosin hater. Like I said, man, I shot it. It was a fun gun, so. I don't know. But yeah, so sorry, I got caught up on this text here real quick. Yeah, like I said, man, when I first came here, I was nervous. I wasn't a big time gun guru. I was, I really didn't, I like to shoot. I got a couple of Wazers. I got a couple of, I got a couple of AKs. I got a, couple pistols, couple shotguns. I mean, right now, the reason why I decided to come here is just from talking to people, sparking up conversations and stuff like that on the street or, in the local gun shops or the pawn shops. And I don't know, people's mentality nowadays. They think a lot of people out there just think that they can go out, buy a gun, and they're ready to take on the whole wide world. And I don't know, just hoping to bring people together here. But believe you me, I was nervous when before I even, screw getting on the chat and all that stuff. I was nervous just filling out the damn, what's my everyday carry? What's my everyday knife? What's my favorite caliber? I'm like, God damn, I don't know. But once you guys if you're new out there on the YouTube side or anybody out there that's listening to this thing later, come on over. You know, it's a welcoming, great community, and you'll feel right at home. Let's see, this was from November 1st here. The Podesta emails. No, I don't want to talk about the fucking election. Lebanon elected a new president after 2.5 years. How about that? I don't know if they did they have presidents now? I didn't know. The shortest damn article I've ever read in my life. In Lebanon, the parliament has elected a new president, former army commander Michael Aoun. Lebanon has been without a president for 2.5 years. In his inaugural speech, Michael Aoun, it's Aoun, announced he'd send some of the 1.5 million Syrian refugees living in Lebanon back to war-torn Syria. The end. I already talked about the racist cheerleaders. These are just some weak ass headlines, man. With all the crap we got going on overseas in our own damn country, man, you would think that they would have some better shit to write about. Boom, boom, boom. Well, I guess since we still don't got anybody on, man, we could talk about this. Fuck this. I was looking through stuff yesterday just to kind of like get this get this thing on the road just in case I had to, just in case I had to run it for myself for a little bit or whatever. So I was looking through a bunch of shit, came across this movie. I don't know if anybody out there listening right now or listening later or whatever, you guys can comment, leave feedback, but I don't know if anybody's heard of this yet. It's semi-new. It's like a couple months old, I think. Article was published September 8th. So let's get this thing. It's called Targeted. Just waiting on this screen to load up here. All right. Second Amendment film Targeted exposes and destroys the gun control agenda. All right. Let's get into this here. All right. On September 29th, Targeted, Exposing the Gun Control Agenda, will appear in theaters nationwide for one night only. Not only exposes the agenda behind the gun control movement, the importance of freedom and the way that freedom rests on the pro-gun heritage. Right. The filmmaker behind Targeted is Jesse Winston, a 22-year-old man who was only 20 when he made the film out of concern that his generation was losing touch with America's history and all the lessons that history holds for us regarding America as framed by the Constitution. The film follows Winton as he travels throughout America to meet with politicians, gun makers, journalists, gun control advocates, scholars, and historians to discuss the Second Amendment and what gun ownership means in America, as well as what it meant to our founding fathers. He travels to Switzerland to study their gun culture to see what gun ownership means, as well as what it was supposed to mean. To a nation where owning guns is embraced and celebrated as a part of life. Throughout his travels, Winton uncovers the ridiculous, bordering on asinine regarding gun control proponents and their agenda for disarming Americans. At the same time, he uncovers what one could truly call America. Growing up an American, I always knew that America was unique because it was free, Winton said while introducing the film during a screening on Wednesday. But today, I'm watching the freedoms that we have slip away. The young filmmaker said his purpose was to uncover the agenda behind the fight against freedom. What would happen to our country if our guns were taken away? The film begins as various 911 calls from a December 14th, 2012. So here we go. As a December calls from the December 14th, 2012 Sandy Hook Elementary attack play, and the viewer is quickly plunged into the middle of the left's best attempt to use the emotion of crisis to pass gun laws that have nothing to do with preventing sex. The film is an experience that begins as a roller coaster ride, full of trepidation and questions, but slowly levels off into a smooth journey across flatter land, where perspective allows the viewer to see how moments of horrendous tragedy are used as opportunities to chip away at freedom, and how promises are seemingly made in an altruistic attempt to soothe the emotionally distraught, while the real motivation behind the promises is greater centralized control. Once the journey flattens out, Winton talks to public figures involved in the gun debate, including former California Assemblyman Tim Donnelly, former Governor Mike Huckabee, former NRA President David Keene, U.S. Representative Joe Wilson, and others about what exactly the gun control advocates were trying to take from us during the relentless gun control push that marked the aftermath of Sandy Hook. These conversations are interspersed with the statements of gun controllers who continue to pushing for more gun laws and bans on assault weapons, among other things. The pro-gun and anti-gun positions meet in a way that leads Winton to observe. What I was learning through all of this is that in almost every way, whether it came down to gun owners themselves or gun owners in America, gun control advocates didn't even understand the issue, which I've noticed that a lot too, but I'm going to get to that after this. Um, a video of Michael Bloomberg is shown with Bloomberg saying pistols are different. You have to pull the trigger each time. An assault weapon, you basically hold the trigger and it goes dot dot dot. The dot 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 was Bloomberg making a machine gun sound with his mouth. The gun go. A video of California State Senator Kevin De Leon pushing gun control appears in Targeted as well. Senator standing in front of cameras holding a compact semi-automatic rifle and pushing gun control by saying, "This is a ghost gun. This right here has the ability with it." Hold on. You guys are going to think that I'm saying this wrong, but people that didn't watch this interview or this video on YouTube are going to think that I'm a retard. I'm not stupid. This is exactly what he said. So, Kevin De Leon pushing gun control as well. The video shows a senator standing in front of cameras, holding a compact semi-automatic rifle and pushing gun control by saying, "This is a ghost gun. This right here has ability with a 30 caliber clip to disperse with 30 bullets within half a second. 30 magazine clip in half a second." End quote. As the end of the film approaches, Winton has woven things into the way that in a way that the major points are driven home with little effort. These points include the freedom of our founders intend us to enjoy through gun ownership versus the freedom denying agenda of gun control proponents like Bloomberg, Senator De Leon, President Obama, and so many others. Okay, here, Winton summarizes. By the end of my journey, I had seen a lot. I had learned what America was meant to be. We were created as a nation of free people, and I had realized something more, that we will lose the battle of our freedom unless we remember the legacy of America. The legacy of America that guaranteed that we can always be free. And I had found the answers to my questions. If our guns were taken away, we would become a nation ruled by tyrants rather than a nation ruled by free people. I learned that our nation was built on this idea and that we were headed away from those principles. I've traveled across the world. I've seen what will happen if we do not stand up for our freedom. Advance tickets. That's the end. I wonder when that. Well, it says that it was to theaters only. And it said we did it. So I'm assuming that we're not going to be able to see the movie. That's what I'm assuming. So I don't think that this movie is going to be released to the general public here. On September 29th, Targeted Exposing the Gun Control Agenda will appear in theaters nationwide for one night only. Wonder why that is. Sounds like a good movie. I'd like to watch it. Well, I'm going to get into this one part that I wanted to get into that when I was reading it. So if anybody wants to join, go over to Gun Channels /Early Watch. I have the link in the description. Just jump on in. Everybody's welcome to come on in. But the part that I wanted to talk about was where he said, What I was learning throughout all of this is that in almost every way, whether it came down to gun owners themselves or gun owners in America, gun control advocates and the issue. So, kind of adding on to that point, that's what I was talking about earlier. Why I kind of wanted to, join up with a pro gun community and kind of get through to people that, the Second Amendment is just as important as the First Amendment, just as important as the 22nd Amendment. They're all important, equally important. And why they're equally important is because they're our rights. Nobody should be able to take our rights away from us. Nobody, they're God given. That's what it says in the Constitution. And whether you believe in God, you believe in, whatever, Jehovah, you believe in Allah, you believe in unicorns in the fucking sky. No matter what, it's our rights, a given right, which means that we deserve it because we were born with it. So, take the God part out of it. If you don't like it, it doesn't matter, because we are all the same. We're all brothers and sisters. And that's the actual issue here. Yes, it's about guns. Yes, it's about freedom. But it's also bringing me back. This is just my opinion, but it's bringing me back to how divided we are as a country. And to kind of, like I said earlier, I'm very patriotic, but to kind of how shitty America has gotten. And I don't know, man. This seems like a really awesome movie, and I'm looking right now, and all I can find is descriptions about. I cannot even find a trailer for it. So I mean, if anybody wants to add into that, come in, whatever. I'm here. If you're on the YouTube side, like I said, I'll remind you again, you could just come right on over to gunchannels.com. It's really quick to become a member, just a couple of quick questions, and it's just, it's not even a survey or anything like that. It's just telling a little bit about yourself. No credit cards, no fees, no nothing. Come on over to Gun Channels. Become a member today. You can come on here and freely talk as much of the shit as you want to. Like I said, coming up here in a little bit, I just want to wait to see if we're going to get anybody in here, but I got a little bit session. Want to, let everybody come in and, say what they got to say. So the invite is open. I'm on YouTube and Gun Channels. And that's it. And whatever. Because right now I'm trying to find this damn movie. And the full name of the movie, if anybody out there is interested or is watching later, is called Targeted: The Gun Control Agenda. It's Targeted: The Gun Control Agenda. That's the entire name of the movie. It is a 2016 movie, documentary, 1 hour and 40 minutes long. Maybe Fandango. Yeah, I'm kind of just putzing around here, guys. So if anybody wants to jump in, more than welcome. Because now my attention deficit disorder is kicking in, and I gotta find this movie somewhere. We got Schmeggy out there. What's up, Schmeggy? It's Admiral Fuskaraquat breaches Facebook. I'm telling you, man, all these news articles here that I'm reading on Google have got to be like a smokescreen or something, man. Look at this. Here's the officer, the Iowa officer killed that we were talking about. Now we got Admiral Facebook in the World Series. Oh shit, Val Kilmer has cancer. And then Lindsay Lohan's accent. I guess she has an accent now. I thought she was an American. What the hell? Jesus, man, what is going on? Macaulay Culkin looks like a goddamn skeleton. Val Kilmer's got cancer. What are they gonna tell me next? Meryl Streep has fucking Hep C. Oh, phew. Val Kilmer denies Michael Douglas's misinformed cancer claims. He was my second favorite Batman. I like the movie Heat too. Val Kilmer said, "Leave the checkbook on the counter and get your shit." Oh, let's see. No. Yeah, no shit, huh? We got over here on the gun channel side. Smeggy says, because it is inconceivable that a people of such an advanced nation will tolerate an ever worsening state of armed violence and insurrection. Ever worsening, huh? Someone needs to look at their facts. Yeah, I don't think that too many of us look at facts anymore, as Americans as a whole. Sad to say, I think that's why we're in the state of affairs that we're in right now. Let's see if anybody on YouTube's called me a racist or anything yet. Too early for YouTube. When do hipsters roll out of bed? Around 12 o'clock? I'll be off by then. All right, let's look up some couple more headlines here. Oh, here we go. I don't know anybody out there is familiar with outlawed baby names from around the world. Uh, I didn't know that those were illegal. Anal. The number 3 illegal baby name is anal. New Zealand has no time for anyone's bizarre baby name shenanigans. So anal's out if you're in New Zealand. Also illegal in New Zealand is Tallulah does the hula from Hawaii. New Zealand government went with the former and assumed guardianship of 9-year-old girl to ensure that a more appropriate name was found for her. Well, hey guys, at least we don't live in New Zealand where they will take guardianship of your kids if you name it something stupid. And shortly after the events of 9/11, a Turkish couple living in Cologne, Germany, felt inspired to name their child after Osama bin Laden. German officials shot down the name, citing the section of their naming guidelines that states all names must not be likely to lead to humiliation. Oh, how sweet of Germany. And that also, Osama bin Laden, that particular moniker is also illegal. And surprisingly enough, Turkey. Um, Somebody in Sonora, Mexico named their kid RoboCop because that was a good idea. Now this one pisses me off, New Zealand. New Zealand, they seem like they are really strict on the names here because it doesn't say why. Max is usually short for something. Um, and this was another name that was landed on New Zealand's list of banned names. Chief Maximus, which, I mean, come on, guys. Come on now. I don't care if you're 12 years old or 52 years old. That's an awesome name. I wish my name was Chief Maximus. Or at least maybe my middle name. Uh-oh. We're getting breached. Sorry about that, guys. I had to run out real quick. We had a fire alarm mishap, which means that I didn't put batteries in my fire alarms, so they all went off simultaneously. Anyway, back to the names here, huh? Go away, baby. It's not playtime. Go fucking lay down. Now I gotta wait for my screen to reload. I'm sorry, guys. Hang on. 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, I guess somebody here in the case with many countries, China doesn't allow symbols. So somebody in China tried to name their kid the at symbol, the A with the little like penis head circle around it. Then we got that's dumb and not funny. A baby girl from Sweden was baptized under a heavy metal band name, but tax officials eventually deemed it inappropriate. That heavy metal band's name was Metallica. Old Metallica or new Metallica? Because if they did the new Metallica, I think that they could have picked just a little bit better. Okay. New Zealand must be running around with a bunch of people that don't know what the hell they're doing, because this kid's name was quotation mark, period, quotation mark. I don't know what the hell that makes, but it is now illegal. In Saudi Arabia, you cannot be named Linda. Linda claimed spots due to their association with evil Western culture. That's us, guys. That's us, if you didn't know. Sonora, Mexico. They named the baby Circumcision. I guess it was because it was cheaper than actually getting the circumcision. They just named him Circumcision. Yeah, most of these names are pretty stupid, so I'm not going to say all of them. My favorite one was Anal. Somebody named their kid Anal. I guess they're like, damn it, man. I wish I didn't get you pregnant. I should have did anal. Like, ding, 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 ding. We found out the name for the kid. So I can always remember my mistake. A French couple decided to name their baby Nutella. $20 says that they were probably obese. And you know what? Let me look that up real quick too. I'm gonna look this thing up real quick that I want to talk about, you guys. If anybody's out there, Facebook side, come on over to Gun Channels. You're more than welcome. Gunchannels.com. It's real quick to be a member. Doesn't take any time at all. Once you become a member, you can jump on, come over here with me if you want to, shoot the shit, say whatever you want to say. No holds barred, anything goes. As long as you don't lose me my 22-cent YouTube money, I don't care. I need that extra $2 at the end of the month. So don't mess with it. Just joking, guys. Come on here, say whatever the fuck you want to say. This is an open community for open, free thinkers. All right, but this thing I want to tell, I might as well just fill dead air while I'm talking to you about it. Shit, what is it? Sorry, man. I'm not that good of a multitasker, guys. I apologize for that. But what I want to look up right now is this new hashtag that's going around. I guess it's been going around for a few months or so, but I haven't really been following it. So if anybody out there can correct me if I'm wrong or add comments later or call me fucking whatever they want to, I don't care. But it is hashtag every size is beautiful. I was kind of touching on it a little bit last night, but there wasn't too many people around, so maybe we could just talk about it right now. Pretty much, I guess this woman went into Lane Bryant, or I don't want to, use whatever. It was an overweight store, and couldn't find her size. So since that, what? Repeat what? The last part, the hashtag is hashtag every size is beautiful. And I guess that this woman was going to Lane Bryant, or it was some type of a fat store, and she couldn't find her size. So since she was like it like shamed her or whatever, she said that the store was fat shaming people and that we all had thin privilege. And I don't know, it's just ridiculous to me. Like why how is there thin privilege when now listen, I understand if you have a medical disorder, okay? So don't go, bashing me later on in the comments and saying that, I hate fat people and all this crap. Because it's not the case. Um it's more of this blaming shit, and it's more of this like, it's not my fault that I'm fat. It's your fault that you shame me. It's not my fault that it's not my fault that I don't do research. It's just what Facebook tells me. And I'm not against social media or anything like that either, because I get on that shit too. I'm on YouTube, I'm on the gun channels, I'm on all this shit. So I mean, I'm not against that. And the more social networks that there are out there is giving people a chance to do more research. But if the extent of your research is your Twitter feed or your whatever, if that's where you're getting your primary information from is social media, you're probably fucking wrong. Yeah, just saying, not saying you're stupid. um might be saying that you're lazy, but you're more than likely wrong. um that's just not that's not where you get your info from, and that's why I feel like America's in the situation that we're in, um because nobody thinks anymore. Everybody's too lazy to even think for themselves. It's like, oh well, Betty H205 says that Hillary loves babies and fucking, so I love babies too, so I'm gonna vote for Hillary. It's you don't just do one section of research. Even when I first started, I just started getting into really like the guns like aspect of it, like gunsmithing, um, kind of collecting, starting to collect just about 5 years ago. And when I got into it, fucking video and say, this is what I'm gonna do. This oh man, he just threw me off there. Tony, he's just she loves old oven roasted. But yeah. Anyway, though, man, this is just, I don't know. Do your fucking research. Yeah, let's find this thing. I want to find this article that I was reading last night, man, because I kind of started laughing at it. It's like, why even call it every size is beautiful? Hashtag every size is beautiful. Just call it you know, hashtag fat lives matter. Yeah, so I guess it's all over. If you guys, yeah, hashtag fat people need love too. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking with you. But yeah. So the hashtag is every size is beautiful. And it's plastered all over Twitter. Let me see if I can get some more pictures, man, because there's this one with this woman is like pushing her stomach together, and it looks like she literally has a butt on her stomach. Like it looks like a butt crack. It's kind of fucking gross. And it's funny too because I'm searching uh, hashtag every size is beautiful, and like sporadically placed in between there are Black Lives Matter hashtags and shit. I wonder if the same people paid them. Huh. The same people put those motherfuckers in business. I wonder if we find any checks from Hillary in these assholes' bank account. And the funny part too about the thing that I was reading is that the woman who started it was saying that being fat, and like I said, if you have a medical condition, a thyroid condition, if you have a condition to where you're fat, I'm not necessarily talking shit about you. I'm talking shit that are saying, I don't know, stop being dumb, I guess. I don't stop blaming other people for shit. Like, I don't know. You're right. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Tony just said here, there are certain element of the population that cannot help being overweight. And that is true. That is true. Like I was saying, there are people with, overactive thyroid conditions and, certain diabetes or whatever. I'm not that medically knowledged, but I know that it's not, most people can't help it. But like I said, man, if you're sitting on Twitter pushing your stomach together and making it look like a butt cheek, why would you do that? Like, focus your time and your energy on, I don't know, call me crazy, but in bettering yourself. Call me stupid, but try to be healthy. But anyway, the point I was making was the sister, the girl who started this, or had one of the founders of this hashtag, I guess that she had a brother. And now when they're starting this, they're saying that being fat has little to nothing to do with being unhealthy. I completely disagree with that. And this is the part of the article that made me laugh. The lady's brother died at 35. He was 33 or 35, something like that, of, guess what? Heart failure. And he was over fucking 300 pounds too. Now, I don't hate on fat people. Listen to me. About a year ago, today, let's just say, hypothetically, a year ago, today, it wasn't today exactly, but about a year ago, I was 275 pounds, give or take. I was pushing 3 bills, all right? Right now, 1 year later, after I realized that I wanted to survive to fight, not fight to survive. I wanted to be able to enjoy my life, not huff and puff because I went downstairs, and now I'm 62 pounds, 162.3 pounds last night. I'm not bragging. I'm not boasting. I ain't shit, Fuck me. I'm nothing. But That's even more proof right there. I ain't nobody special. I could do it. Now I understand people that let themselves get to the, past the 3 bill mark, once you're pushing the 400s, it's a little bit rougher, but come on now, guys. This is the whole issue we're having. Like I said earlier, it is very much a gun issue, but it's not. Guns just play a role in it. The fact is that all these hashtags, all these bullshits, all the you got your transgender, your pangender, your whatever, man. Everything right now is designed to divide us as a country. It is designed to make us weaker, more controllable, and just like a dog. You get a dog, he acts great, and then he fucking tears up your couch that you love to fucking sit on because it's so comfortable and your ass just fits perfectly in there. There's grooves, just I could my shit is tingling right now just thinking about it. It's perfect, it's comfortable, and that motherfucker tore it up. What do? You whip its ass into submission until it lays down and gives up. Well, we're pretty much getting our ass whooped with hashtags right now. Destroyed, demolished by fucking hashtags right now. That's why I said I made a video a couple days ago on YouTube and said that America is so divided right now, we would not even be able to withstand a rat attack. The attack of the killer tomatoes happened tomorrow. We're all dead. Blame Twitter? Do I blame Facebook? Do I blame all that shit? Absolutely not. It is there for people to gain knowledge. It is there for people to, as another branch of research, another way to go. So you don't just have to look at one thing and say, "Oh, okay, well, that's right. I saw that shit on YouTube, and that's how that shit's supposed to work." No, the guide rod does not go in the fat side first. It goes in the skinny side first because I saw some dickhead do it on YouTube. Bah. No. It's designed so you go out there and watch 100 different videos on one topic and then read between the lines yourself, make your own informed opinion, and go with it. So, I don't know. Evelyn. Yes, it is, Tony. It's all control. That's all they want. They want a cute little puppy dog to roll over whenever. And if not, they have FEMA camps with disposable coffins that can fit 15 bodies in it. Just in case. Maybe I'm fucking stupid. I don't know. I've been told that before. When I was a kid, I thought it was my nickname. Love you, Mom. Tony says, do you think that those that have lost a fair bit of weight are harder on overweight people than others? I too have lost a fair bit of weight. Yes, yes and no. Tony, yes and no. Just because of the fact that we've been there before. Like, dude, I'm serious right now. I would go outside and I'm going to tell you that I smoke cigarettes right now, which, I'm talking about people being healthy, and I just sounded like a contradictory asshole, but I smoke cigarettes. I remember there was a time that I would get up, go outside, smoke a cigarette, and before I could even stand back up to come back inside, I was winded. Seriously. Like, and like I had to take a second to catch my breath so I can go in the house and I'm sure it was partially the cigarettes too, but we've been there, man. We've been there. We had that extra 100 pounds on us, yeah, me too. I'm working on smoking, man, but it's a tough beast to crack, dude. But anyway, can't. I'm cutting down though, man. I'm not at a pack a day anymore. I'm getting to about a half a pack a day. But anyway, yeah, I do think that we are a little bit harder on people just because of the fact that we've been there. We've been there. We had that extra weight on us. We had that shit on us, and we were able to self-motivate somehow. For me, it would, like I said, it was just being completely out of shape. So yeah, but at the same time, I'm not. I know bigger people. Hey, work out, don't work out. Hey, eat right, don't eat right. I honestly, I don't give a shit. But, my buddy in school would like one with the other one. Yeah, that's called Smeggy. That's called monkey fucking. I do that too. I used to chain smoke. Yeah, that's like adding, like, hey, here's some poison, but go light that poison with this poison. Yeah, chain smoking, yes, sir. But yeah, I don't know, man. I guess because sometimes I look at people and I'm like, well, get your shit together, man. I did it. You can do it too. But not everybody can self motivate that easily. Not everybody can get that strike of energy in them real quick and get up and get to doing their shit. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna get to this bitch session, man, because it's going on 8 o'clock. Or you know what? Since I got you guys out there, I got somebody paying attention to me. God damn it, that's cool. Why don't I talk about this gun? Let's see what you guys think. They showed it off at SHOT Show this year. Let me see if I still got it up. No, I gotta look it up. But it's the Stevens S1200. I want to say that it's a semi-automatic shotgun. You guys heard of that one or no? Leave a comment because I'm looking it up right now. So might as well do something while I'm not talking. Well, all right then. I will babble on. And the reason why I'm interested in this one, I'm picking out newer shit. Because I'm sure you guys have heard the Daily Gun Show before, where they have the gun of the day, and I don't want to copy off anybody. I don't want to do that kind of shit. So I'm kind of doing new guns that really aren't out yet or really aren't super popular yet. But yeah, me too. I have a 220 and a 320. Super old one. I think it's like 100 years old, pump action shotgun, and then a newer one that's kind of it's got a pistol grip on it, but it's got the regular stock. Thinking when this one comes out, I'm gonna just put it right next to my other two. Or shoot it. Because I don't shoot those other two. I'm afraid that they're gonna fucking blow up, honestly. Oh, the RP9. Yeah. When I saw that RP45 too that was coming out. Um, eh, you know. All right, I got it up. Oh, yeah, I saw that one too. I saw that one too. The Remington RP9. Kind of like I kind of like the 45 myself. I have a 9 millimeter, but I kind of got bored of shooting it, to be honest with you. I like shooting my 45s. It's a little bit more costly, but that's what I like. All right, here's this thing real quick. Stevens S1200 shotgun. The S1200 is an inertia operated, so I guess it's semi-automatic. The S1200 is an inertia operated 12 gauge semi-auto shotgun. Oh, yep. Semi-auto shotgun with a lightweight aluminum receiver and carbon steel barrel that accepts Beretta mobile choke tubes. The S1200 uses a rotating bolt design that is simple to operate, easy to maintain, and lightweight. Stevens didn't just offer one version of the S1200 either. It's available with a black synthetic or walnut stock with a full dip camo pattern in either mossy oak bottomland. The fuck is bottomland? Or shadow grass blades. As an added bonus, the S1200 comes with 5 different choke tubes, everything from cylinder to full constriction. So no matter whether you're shooting skeet or hunting snow geese, you'll have the right choke on hand when you need it. The S1200 has a 5+1 capacity and weighs just 6.6 pounds. With all of Savage's new guns offer all of this at an extremely competitive price point. And then they got the MSRP. The suggested retail price on it is $573 to $685. Yeah, I might have to do a little bit more research on this gun to see if I can get an extended tube magazine on it. Yeah. Yes, sir. It will have a little bit of a kick to it. Hey, well, I guess since nobody's awake right now, man, why don't we just, you know what? I don't care. I'll just fuck up the rest of the week and just keep doing these new guns because I kind of like looking at them. Um, I got here the SIG MPX-C series. When Sig Sauer offered up the MPX subgun and 9mm, there was a great deal of interest. But since it was an SBR that limited who had access to those rifles, now SIG has launched new guns, including the MPX-C, 15-inch hammer forged barrel, and a full-length, goddamn ads. If another ad pops up on one of these fucking things while I'm reading it, man, I'm gonna throw my phone through the wall. All right, I think I left off on the 16-inch hammer forged barrel. A full-length aluminum key mod handguard for mounting accessories. Let me start that sentence over again. I apologize. Now SIG has launched new guns, including the MPX-C, which has a 16-inch hammer forged barrel and a full-length aluminum key mod handguard for mounting accessories. The MPX-C is also completely ambidextrous with a dual-sided selector. Fucking loading. Dual-sided selector, mag release, charging handle, and bolt handle. And it uses a fully closed bolt locking rotating bolt system for security and safety. It's a short stroke gas piston with auto regulating gas valve, which will function with variety of 9mm loads, including plus Ps. Additionally, if you opt out to SBR or carbine, there is a conversion kit that allows you to do so easily. Other features of these new guns, including a 3-position collapsing stock with integrated QD sling, which I'm sure you guys know out there in the chat, but just in case somebody listens later, it's a quick disconnect sling, and a full-length Picatinny rail. The suggested real retail price on this bad boy is over $2,000. And there's the rest of the number, $2,055. So you might be able to find it for maybe 19, depending on, where you look. Oh shit. Now this is gonna be a 5-shot shotgun, but I love the way this thing looks, man. I don't know if shit. Goddamn ad. Yeah, let me see. With me for 1 second, guys. Yeah, that computer screen doesn't do it justice. That doesn't do it justice. It's fucking beautiful. I just love that fucking like red rosewood fucking color. I can't really tell 100%, but it just looks gorgeous. Browning A5 Sweet 16. A few years ago, Browning's new guns included a reintroduction of the A5, a thoroughly updated version of John Browning's iconic semi-auto design for 2016. The company is bringing back one of the most storied versions of that gun, the Svelte Sweet 16. The Svelte. These new guns have a scaled aluminum alloy receiver, high gloss Turkish walnut stock, and a blued metalwork, and weighs just 5 pounds, 13 ounces. The legendary humpback profile remains, but the Sweet 16 utilizes the ultra reliable short recoil operated kinematic drive system. Fucking, it sounds fucking cool, man. Anyway, the new A5 utilizes Browning's flush fit Invector DS choke tubes, improved cylinder modified, and full tubes shipped with the gun. Light and well balanced, these new guns are a fitting tribute to the original guns, classic scatter guns, and are ideal for a day at the range or the field. Fucking MSRP on them is $16.99, which isn't too bad. I'm pretty sure you could probably find one for around 15, maybe for 12, 13. I don't know, but fucking goddamn, I want that. I've never wanted a more fucking gun that I'll never use in my life more than this one. No, no, I haven't, Tony. And I want, and I'm going to as soon as I find where this motherfucker is sold at. I don't know if any of you guys were listening to the chat yesterday, but I bought it. I just ended up getting a DDI 2 days ago now. We were in a chat, man, and I just fucking, I was hemming and hawing between an AR-15 and an AK-47, right? So I'm talking in the chat. I'm telling everybody about the weapons that I do got right now, which my actual rifles, not counting my shotguns, I just have two Wazers and a Norinco, a Chinese SKS. And they guys weren't giving me shit for having the Wazers, but suggested I look at DDIs. So I went on their website and forgot what it was. Was Primary Arm? I forgot what it was. I want to say Primary Arms, and I was looking and I just saw it was beautiful, man, all black. It had a fixed stock. There was absolutely nothing special about it. For $899.95. I'm like, fuck it. I kept going back to it. I was looking at AR parts. I was looking at build kits. I was looking at, everything. And I just kept going back. I love shooting my AKs, man. I just love them. So anyway, I went back, tried to order it, and of course, I didn't fucking look right below the picture of the AK that said out of stock. So I went around looking for it because now I got my mind set up. Went around looking for it. Finally found one for $1,069. I was a little upset, but then I kind of started reading through like the all the specs on it. It had a Green Mountain chrome line barrel. It had a milled receiver. It had surplus Bulgarian part kits. Had a little slant brake. I mean, nothing special, but came with a brake on it, which I'm sure most do nowadays. So yeah, now I'm gonna have to buy this goddamn shotgun, and my wife might divorce me. Uh-oh, Alaska Ice Monster. People are saying they caught photos of an Alaskan ice monster, and it is clearly fucking ice. So yeah, and besides that, back to that AK, man, I think that I spent like $100 too much on it, so I'm still kind of depressed about that purchase. But I got a nice little folding stock for it, man, that I'm gonna put on it, and maybe might make me happy. I never tried out plastic magazines, the polymer AK magazines either. Yeah, I know that the ice monster is made out of ice, but these were separate pieces of ice. They were no monster. They weren't one solid snow ice monster. They were different. I tell you, I'm not crazy. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the Ruger American. I'm not going to talk about the Kimber K6S. I might talk about the Springfield M1A SOCOM 16 CQB because goddamn, that is a beautiful looking piece of machinery right there. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I would give you my life, girl. Springfield M1A SOCOM 16 CQB. Much of the press surrounding semi-automatic defense rifles involves ARs, but for 2016, Springfield is launching a highly specialized tactical version of their M1A rifle, SOCOM 16 CQB. The M1A has an abundant stopping power, but even new guns in this line have traditionally been long and heavy. Springfield reduced the M1A's overall length by a full 10 inches and mounted an adjustable buttstock on an AR-15 on an AR style receiver extension tube, giving the shooter hundreds of different stock options. An AK style pistol grip helps anchor the rifle and as with the stock, offers a wide range of optional add-ons. The Springfield M1A SOCOM 16 CQB uses the M-LOK system with two 3-slot side rails and a 7-slot bottom and top rail for mounting accessories. Top rail allows you to mount a medium eye relief optic. This rifle will accept 5, 10, and 20 round magazines. For other M1A rifles too, the suggested retail is $2,099. No. So what kind of AK did you get? Sorry for the repeat. I missed out on it. Why do you think you spent too much? I got a DDI, and I everywhere that I was looking for DDIs, it was I don't have the information in front of me, but I believe that it was an AKL 47M. And everywhere I looked for them, I found them for 850, 899.95, 900. I found a couple for about 9.25 around that price. And I ended up spending 1069 after everything was said and done. With nothing really special about it. So yeah, I kind of feel like I spent a little bit too much on it. I got a new Kimber budget rifle. Sorry, I don't remember the round, but a Thompson Center. I don't think does Kimber make anything budget? Let me go. I'll go look that up real quick. Um, and a Thompson Center rifle. They were having about the accuracy. They're raving about the accuracy of both the former being 149 MOA and the latter being 175. I didn't hear shit about that. Let me go look that up real quick, as a matter of fact, because I'm kind of interested in that. I'm gonna type in Kimber budget rifle, and my phone's gonna like kick me in the dick or something. It's gonna just shut off and laugh at me. Oh no shit! I found it. My phone did not spit in my face. Hold on. Kimber was founded with the sole purpose of building the finest classic sporting rifles ever offered in America. Knowledgeable riflemen were quick to try one, liked what they saw, and spread the word. Today, Kimber rifles are favored by many of the world's most accomplished hunters and shooters. The limited production keeps people standing in line to buy them. Kimber rifles offer a combination of features that set them apart. Blah, 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 blah. Kimber was founded in 1979. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, Tony, if you're still listening, do you know if it was a hunter, a traditional, a mountain, a dangerous game, a varmint, or a tactical? Because those are my choices right now to pick from. And none of them look, I mean, I believe you. I wholeheartedly believe you, but none of them look like they're under $1,000. I'll just start looking. Let's look at Hunter. I would figure that would probably be one of the most expensive ones. Just my guess. It's badass. I mean, it's nice. It's a little bolt action. 243 win. No, 243 Winchester. Yeah, not too shabby there. But I am not finding. They are not showing me the price. They're wanting me to order it, and then I will get the price. Let me see if I can get it in the product details. Blah blah blah. 555. Holy shit! You're right, dude. Weighing in at approximately 5.5 pounds, the Hunter features a lightweight stock match grade adjustable trigger and a removable box magazine that allows for quick and easy loading. 243 Winchester, MSRP, $891 damn dollars. Hey, that's pretty cool, man. I'm gonna get off this Kimber website, man. You're gonna get me to buy a rifle. So many things to buy, so little money. What a world, what a world. Wow, this one looks pretty fucking. Oh, that's why it looks pretty damn cool because it's a Benelli. Yeah, I was interested. I was super totally into this gun until they told me that it was a 20 gauge. Oh, no, back interested in the gun. It is a 12 gauge. It could be found in 12 and 20 gauge. So we will read this because I do like this. Benelli is extending its ethos line with the Benelli Ethos 28 gauge. Benelli, blah, blah, blah. New guns for 2016, blah, blah, blah. include a sleek, ultra lightweight 28 gauge version. The Ethos 28 gauge features the same inertia operated action found in the 12 and 20 gauge models. A black anodized or engraved nickel receiver, anti-blind magazine cap, and the Progressive Comfort recoil reducing system, which uses internal baffles to cut down on the kick, which with a 28 gauge means virtually no push or muzzle rise. Yeah. So I was fooled about the whole 12 gauge thing, and I'm back not interested in it anymore. But it's at the low, low price of $2,199. I got a Colt Comp pistol. That is it not named? It's not named. Well, Colt is coming out with a new pistol and it's got blue grips. It's black and it's got blue grips. And it comes in either 9 or 45. And I don't understand why they put the goddamn article here if they're not going to tell me anything about the fucking gun. Okay, here's another one. TriStar TT15. This is a shotgun that looks like it has an 8-shot capacity. Keeping with the theme of affordable new guns for competition, TriStar is now offering a feature-loaded competition trap gun for a fraction of the price of competition models. High school and college trap skeet programs continue to draw more young shooters to the shooting sports. But until now, purchasing a series competition gun meant laying out serious cash. The TT15 comes in a single barrel version, both the top single and unsingle, as well as traditional over-under version. Standard features include a Turkish walnut stock with adjustable comb, a 3-point adjustable rib, auto ejectors, and a hand-engraved receiver. The single barrel versions come with 3 Benelli Beretta-style extended choke tubes. Loading. The single barrel versions come with 3 Benelli Beretta-style extended choke tubes. Over-under versions come with 5. All chokes are color-coded for easy identification. The over-under version sports 32-inch barrels. Barrels have 34-inch pipes. These feature loaded competition shotguns start at under $1,000, which is thousands less than other guns with similar lists of features. MSRP $999, single barrel, $1,099 with the over-under version. Not too bad. Yeah, me too. No, the Kimber you're talking about, no, they were pretty cool looking, but even at the price point that they're at, dude, those Kimbers are just not the Kimber budget rifles that are like $899. No, they look fucking cool though. I'm not gonna lie, they look cool. And I'm right now, I don't know, man. That 28 gauge does seem kind of cool. Cool, but it is no damn cheapo. I'll tell you what. That sumbitch is not cheap. $2,200. Which I'm sure they might, you might find some. You never know, man. You might find some for 18, 19, but that's for me, that's still too much for that shit. New Browning ammo. 380 auto. No, thank you. I had one too. I tried one of those Glock 42. Which one's a 9mm? Or the 380 is the 42, yeah. So I had a Glock 42. I went out and shot it, and then that next weekend I sold it. I don't know. I wanted to try out pocket carry. I never tried that before. I've done just about every form of carry, appendix carry, fucking 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock, inside the waistband, fucking, I haven't done ankle weight or ankle carry. And yeah, I agree. I agree. Way Tony says way better to buy a Savage 111 or a Ruger. I agree. 111. But yeah, so I don't know. I wanted to try pocket carry. Got me a Glock 42, and like I said, man, after I took it out and shot it, oh yeah, had a Fonzie ultralight, dead on copy of the Browning. Yeah, man, those fucking them. I'm telling you, them light shotguns, dude. They kick like a goddamn racehorse, dude. I hear you on that one. Definitely. Let's look at some new Colt products. Wonder if they have anything. Because I did, you know what? Hey, if anybody out there, you guys listening right now, or fucking people that listen later, YouTube, gun channels, whatever, man. If you guys got any like decent suggestions for a first time AR-15 owner on what to buy, drop them shits in the comment, please. I don't want to go out and, you know, buy my first AR-15 and have it be a complete piece of shit. And the more comments, the better. If I get 100 different comments with 100 different guns in it, I'd appreciate it, because that way I have more shit to look up and better options. So if anybody has the time later on, would be much obliged. I appreciate it. Because I was looking at this one. It's loading up right now, but it's the Expanse M4, the Colt. And I understand it's different, but I'm just fucking saying that that's the one that I was looking at. So, nah. Rugers or Colts or any of those. Yeah, but now see, I'm not too. My question always also kind of goes with caliber, because I'm not really familiar with those smaller like they're not smaller calibers, but they are the 5.56s, the 2.23s. I was really thinking about a 308, trying to shoot a 308, but one of my buddies was telling me that I'd regret buying a 308 because the fucking kick. So yeah, I'm looking at those. Remington. Remington makes one, but Remington's got quality is a little weak as of late. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's another QC is another thing that I'm worried about too, man. All right. Anyway, this is that Expanse M4. Um, puts a basic Colt AR-15 within reach of shooters looking to enhance their collections, or first-time buyers looking for a starting point on which to build a task-specific carbine. The Expanse M4 features a railed flat-top receiver, a lightweight barrel with a GI-style flash hider, and an adjustable collapsible buttstock. The modularity of the design allows for the seemingly endless combination of user-installed features and accessories. The Expanse M4 is chambered in 5.56 NATO and retails for about Get the fuck out of here. $700? That is cheap. Well, I guess that's what they go for because that is every price that I'm seeing is about $700. $699, $685. Yeah, so I guess that's not cheap. It's about right. Let me see here what you guys said because I was looking down the entire time like an asshole, not paying attention. Sorry. Remington 223-556 is basically the same thing. You can shoot 223 out of a 556. I did not know that. For a 308, you need to think AR-10. Look for 223 wild. It takes either and has good accuracy. Other AR, they can all be custom changed. Oh, so it really wouldn't matter what the fuck I get as long as I didn't get a obviously visibly piece of shit. Correct? Word. Yeah, see, I've been really interested in building my own lately. The AR after I say build a lower and buy a complete upper from PSA. See, that's what I've been doing. I really wanted to build my own. I've been watching these fucking, the Dead Horse chat that was on the other day, watching him build his own shit. And then just watching shit on YouTube and then, people talking about all these ARs that they've built. And I was really starting to get into it and wanting to do it myself. But then after talking to a few people, I kind of see buying an AR outright first and then taking it home and fucking with it, because I mean, we all probably do the same thing. Buy a gun, take it home, take it apart, clean it, go out, shoot the son of a bitch. So, I mean, that I want to kind of learn the platform first. I'm a 7.62 guy, AK-47, and I also like SKSs. The lower takes about 30 minutes. All you need is a set of punches. Oh, well, I got that. So the lower would just pretty much be comprised of the trigger mechanism and, little shit like that. Damn, I'm blowing up. So, yeah. It only takes about 30 minutes, and all you need is a set of punches. Yeah, I got that, so I'm not worried about that. And from what I've seen, I mean, I'm not to take away anything or any of the work that anybody has done, but from what I've seen, the lowers are fairly simple to get together. So I might just try that. So I'm looking under new guns and they keep coming up with the Glock 17M. I don't know, man. I hope if they do a Gen 5, they do something a little bit better than just, the ambidextrous this and that and the fucking flared magwell and shaved fucking finger grooves. I honestly, I know that a lot of people don't like them, but I really didn't mind the finger grooves. I got a Gen 3 or a Gen 2 20 that doesn't have a Gen 2 22 And it doesn't have the finger grooves, and I don't know. You get more quality for the money if you build it yourself. .22 rimfire rifles or pistols? I don't care. Rifles. All right. We got our first request here at the fucking early watch, ladies and gentlemen. Hey man, it's all right. It's just our first show. I'm gonna get slightly into 22s. What do you want to talk about? The rifles here, huh? Let's see. New 22. Oh, wait a second. You know what? I have a 22 LR fucking pistol right here in the shit that I was just looking at, and I skimmed over it like an asshole. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, G-Webs. Is that sarcastic? I hate the AM. Yeah, I hate the fucking AM radio too, man. All right, here goes a little 22 talk for you there, Tony. We got the Smith & Wesson SW22 Victory. Doop, 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 doop. I don't know if you heard about this one yet, man, but you wanted me to bring up 22s, and it was the one that was right here next to me. So here you go, sir. The Smith & Wesson SW22 Victory is one of Smith & Wesson's most talked about new guns for 2016. It is a single action enclosed hammer fired blowback 22, a modern take on the traditional rimfire target pistol. The Victory's heat treated bolt, slide, frame, and barrel are all made from durable 400 series stainless steel. And the gun comes with match grade 5.5-inch 6-groove barrel with a 1/15th twist. Other features include a fiber optic front and rear sights and an alloy trigger with an adjustable trigger stop. But the feature that sets the SW22 Victory apart from all other Target 22s is the ease with which you can maintain this gun. Takedown simply requires removing a single screw. Remove the one screw and you can swap out the barrel. There's also a Picatinny style rail included, which is easy to install and makes mounting optics fast and easy. Smith & Wesson has already been working with barrel, holster, and accessory manufacturers to ensure that there is a ready supply of aftermarket accessories in place for the Victory in you, Tony. MSRP $400. Yes, the Smith & Wesson. Hold on, man. I just went off of it. SW22. That's what they're showing the full name is. I like using 22s for birds. Saves the meat. Shoot a bunch of buckshots into a bird and then have to take them out, and you're wasting about 3 ounces of the 6 that you only had anyway. And I got a Winchester 190. Another gun that I really never ever shoot. Well, all right, where are we at here? It's about 20 minutes to 9 o'clock. I don't think that I've advertised anything anytime lately. So anybody listening over there on the YouTube side, if you want to, come right on over, gunchannels.com. It's real quick, real easy to become a member. All you got to do is fill out something real quick explaining about yourself, you know. No credit cards. Everything is free. You can come over. You can be a member. You can jump on the chat if you want to. You could tell me I'm an idiot. You could talk about whatever you want to. This is all open. And if you're over on Gun Channels already, come on down. I'm going to put the link right here in the chat because it has been probably gone for a while. But I've been just reading shit, so I haven't been paying attention. That. I guess I'm the dickhead. Now, excuse me, I'm going to go watch this video real quick. Anyone to jump in? Ha! No shit. Thanks, G. That's fucking cool, man. So yeah, where was I? 22s? I forget. Earlier we were talking about what? Um hashtag every size is beautiful. We had earlier in the morning we were talking about murders in Chicago, murders happening to police officers in Iowa. Man, we've been through it all this damn morning. Let me see. Well, I was going to save this for later, just in case we had people coming in. Got a little bit session. So I'm running the bit session right now. If anybody wants to jump in, YouTube, head on over to Gun Channels. Fill out your little thing, become a member real quick. Everything's free. Jump in the chat. I'm gonna keep reposting the show. When did I start the show? It was 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. my time. In good old AZ. People don't dismantle things to clean them much. Oh yeah, no problem, man. Happy to. Other Model 60s. He had parked the thing, clips missing in the fire. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about, so I'm gonna move on here. Oh, okay. I got you. Thanks, Schmeggy, man. Trying. Let's see here. Let's take a look at. We just got done talking about a few guns coming out in 2016. Let's look at a few new guns coming out in 2017. Hillary's getting elected. If Hillary gets elected, they might just be fucking airsoft guns. New mid to full size handguns on the market. TacticalLife.com. No one gives a shit about that. Okay. The firearms industry is one of the most innovative in the world, as every year is just another chance for every manufacturer to showcase new ideas, new techniques, and new models for today's shooters. Here are some of the best new revolvers and pistols in the mid to full size class. This generally means barrels around 4 inches or longer, with larger frames. They may work for concealed carry, but are generally designed for duty in a belt holster. American Tactical FXH45. Um, Polymer frame pistol seems to be all the rage, so why not a polymer frame 1911? I can name so many reasons why. No, I'll just keep reading it anyway. Fuck it. This is a full-size single-action pistol chambered in 45 and features polymer frame with finger grooves and 2 aluminum inserts for strength. A Picatinny accessory rail, a match-grade barrel, and stainless steel black nitride slide with removable plate that allows for the installation of mini red dot sight. It will accept all standard full-size 1911 fucking clips. Magazines. Wait a second. What? Tactical Life? And they said clips? A bunch of jackasses. Charter Arms nitride revolvers. Charter Arms is now offering revolvers with nitride finishes. Nitriding is a process that makes the revolver's surface harder and corrosion resistant while reducing friction and wear. With a scratch-resistant surface and an extended life and rifling chamber, the nitride finish will keep your charter gun looking and working like new. They're not giving really um, a lot of specific specifications here, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like this because they're not giving me very specific specs on this shit, on anything. The Dan Wesson discretion. Listen to this. This is literally telling you that it's a 1911 and that's it. With suppressors becoming more and more mainstream, the Discretion's match-grade stainless barrel is extended to threaded and make it a ready host. Its aggressively ported slide, serrated trigger, and competition-inspired hammer give it a look of its own, making it stand out in the sea of 1911s. Can't fucking and anything else? No, just let me hang in. Why bother with gun research and development till you know Hillary ain't banning them all? You know? Hold on a second, fellas. Let me get another link in here. Just in case anybody wants to jump in, man. All right. I'm not going to, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. Oh, what did it say? Oh, I heard this AM. G-Web just said I heard this AM that Trump is up by 5% now. Yeah, I did not hear that. I've been hearing a bunch of angry Hillary, dude. That's all I've been hearing. Finger wagging at the camera and yelling at people that they got to come together to stop Trump and shit like that. That's all I've been hearing the whole morning. I've been trying to find something like entertaining to find on them, and I really can't. Talked about they got I talked about this earlier this morning that they got fucking Comey backed up on some bullshit. Let me look that back up here. I might have it in my fucking. Yeah, I can't find the article that I had earlier this morning, man, but it was pretty much that they're trying to rush Comey through the investigation, like, hurry up and find something, that type of shit, rushing them. Bus accident in Maryland. No shit. Hang on, some of you guys might be interested in this. Uh, Bystander recounts horrific scene of fatal Baltimore bus crash. Oh, this was November 1st, so some of you guys might have already heard about it. November 1st, 8:58 p.m. He remembers an eerie silence, smoke rising from the wreckage, then screams. At first, Matthew Feldman said he didn't know what to do. The 30-year-old carpenter had been driving along Frederick Ave when he saw an immediate aftermath of Tuesday morning's deadly bus crash in the southwest Baltimore. It looked like explosives had torn two buses apart. They were in such bad shape, Feldman said, I didn't know exactly how I could help some of these people. 6 people were killed and 10 injured when in the school bus. School bus veered into oncoming traffic before 7 a.m. in Irvington. School bus carrying only the driver who died and a school aide who survived. Cleaved through the front of the Maryland Transit Administration bus. Inside the MTA bus, a woman was pinned and crushed in the nose of the bus. God damn. She was screaming, Feldman said. Every time I would try to pull the door open, she had part of her body that it was pushing against. She said it was trapped. So stop opening the door. The horrific accident brought a number of passerby and community members out to help the victims and then to aid the first responders. Many described mangled vehicles, trapped passengers, and cries for help. This guy, well, yeah, I could say his name. He's like the hero, kind of, right? Kevin Travers, 55, a maintenance worker at St. Joseph's Monastery, had walked past the stretch of road just before the crash. He said he went inside of the maintenance building at the intersection of Frederick Avenue and South Morley Street about 6:15 in the morning, and then heard the police helicopter overhead about 15 minutes later. It happened real fast, he said. School aid, 8 passengers on the MTA bus, and the driver of the Mustang were all injured, police said. They suffered injuries ranging from minor to critical. And now we're going over the names and the people that got hurt. And I don't like saying names like that. I don't know. It's something about it just feels weird to me. That's their own private business. I don't know. But a bunch of people got hurt. And that's not that interesting. So, I mean, it is, but yo, whatever, yo. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. That police shooting, dude. 2 officers shot in their car, man, by that little fucking coward. Hold on. Let me pull that up because I had his picture right here too. Pussy punk coward dude, man. This, I don't know. You guys aren't going to be able to make it out that good. But I've already showed you pictures of fucking. I already showed you pictures of Macaulay Culkin and all other types of shit today, so I might as well do this again anyway. This asshole. Oh yeah, you said you already got him. Already seen him. But this is the fucking dickhead, Scott Michael Green. Fucking asshole. You don't understand. Oh, well, yeah. See, that's what I that's what I was having trouble understanding too at first. How he was able to ambush on two of them, but from what I understand, and I'm not sure if this is actually how it went down. I just read the one article earlier today. They were both in the car. Like they didn't. I don't know that they even had the chance to actually respond yet. So I'm not 100% sure. If I'm wrong, somebody can correct me. But I just read the one article earlier today, and that's what I heard. And the fucking the police sergeant, Paul Perizek, he was fucking pissed, dude. He was pissed. Rightfully so, by the way. I hope they rape that motherfucker in jail, man. They'll probably slap him 5 and say, "Good job, bro, man." Fucking assholes. But yeah, so to answer somebody's, I don't know who asked that. I think it was, yeah, it was Tony. Yeah, I don't know, man. From what I understand, okay, hold on. The one I read said the second officer was responding to the shots fire report that shot the first. See, from you may be right, but yeah, I got to do more research on it, man. From what I understood in the article this morning, the two cops were together. But I very well may be wrong. I usually am. Oh, well, we got a few people in here, man. I don't know if anybody's able to jump in. It's 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna give a little quick shout out to the YouTube side. YouTube users, come on over to Gun Channels, man. It's a great community. I said it earlier. I signed up here about the beginning of September as a member, and I was nervous as shit, man. Didn't know what to expect, didn't know what I was getting myself into. Just watched a few videos, didn't really research too much. So just letting you guys know from firsthand experience, it's a great community over here, and you will be welcomed with open arms as long as you're not an asshole or a cocksucker or an idiot. But even if you are, you still might be accepted with open arms. So come on down to Gun Channels. We'd love to have you over here. And once you get over to Gun Channels, become a member, which, by the way, is free, no credit card required. Come on over to the early watch and talk shit to me if you want. I'm going to have the link in the description, and I'm going to be posting it every few minutes here and there. Yeah, there you go. Sean says, we took Flippy. which goes to show anyone can get a turn. And most assholes are welcome. That is true because I am an insufferable asshole. So if not, listen, if you don't know that by now, listen to the show. Who can babble for 3 fucking hours but an asshole? I will oblige. I'll be your huckleberry. Nothing on the YouTube side yet. Fuck YouTube. Dude. Most of the time. Oh shit. I got 7 YouTubers. God damn. Raising up in the world. Looks like I'm making my 22 cents this video, raising it to 30 cents. Shit. All right, we got some dead air here, so let me start off with a little bit session. This is the part where I wanted, have a couple people in here, but if not, I understand. I'm a night guy, so we got people that work during the day, people that can't be here, and that's more than cool. Leave comments. You could come in and text live if you want to, but feel free to come in. Everybody is welcome on this channel. We have topics, we have news shit. Welcome. Oh shit, and we got somebody. What's up?
Shit, I'll jump in here for a minute.
What's going on?
Not a lot here. It's storming outside. Makes me glad I didn't hop out of here early and go to the range.
Where are you at? What state are you in?
Illinois.
Oh man, I came from Illinois, man. I've been living in Arizona for 5 years now. What part do you hail from?
I'm in the Peoria area.
Oh, no, okay. I was more in the Chicagoland area by Westchester.
That's fucking war zone these days.
Yeah, tell me about it, brother. But yeah, we're out here in Arizona now, man, having a good old time.
Although I was up in Schaumburg.
Yeah.
I was up in Schaumburg.
Oh yeah, how is it out there?
It was just fine out there.
Yeah.
The night that they were having a BLM rally up in Chicago, and I loaded up a number of guns to take with me when I traveled up there, and hell, it was nothing.
Oh really? Well, yeah. I mean, that's what that kind of it like throws me through a loop sometimes, man, because you got the Black Lives Matters guys, but they're going against the cops. Earlier, I don't know if you were here earlier when we were talking about the 17-year-old kid that got shot, 16-year-old kid that got shot, and I mean, who's rioting for them?
Yeah, no shit.
So I don't know. It's just ridiculous, man.
It goes back to the whole thing of control.
Yeah, exactly. Divide and conquer.
I've posted the question several different times, just generally out there as to, how far does it go before you personally would take up arms? And nobody really wants to answer that one.
I mean, I hear you though. Nobody wants to touch that one, but that is a question that we all do have to face, though, man. When is enough enough? When is it time to stand up? Me personally, my feelings on that is if I'm threatened, it's time to take arms.
When if our founding fathers were alive today, they'd have done it.
They already would have, because you know what?
When the Patriot Act came to be, man, that'd have done it right there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure a few of our founding fathers are spinning in their graves.
Yeah, how does a people that have the history and knowledge capabilities that we have get to be so goddamn stupid?
You know, I don't know. I think that a lot of it has to do with people being uninformed and not paying attention to what's going on around them, what's happening on their Twitter accounts and stuff like that, and not paying attention to the fucking circus that we have going on right now. It's supposed to be an election. So I wish I knew.
I don't have an answer for that one either. People are just fucking stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was talking earlier, man. Most people do their research on their social networks and then call it a day. They don't continue to try to inform themselves.
Although I get a lot of criticism for it, I am a single issue voter. Second Amendment. That's it.
Yeah. But you know what though? The thing about that is that you're not, because the Second Amendment spreads to so many different things. Yeah, it's about guns. Yeah, it's about certain things. But like I was saying earlier, man, if you take one amendment out of our Constitution, you might as well burn the whole fucking thing.
Right, and my reason being is that the Second Amendment protects the rest of them. I mean, without that, you wipe your ass with it.
Yeah. Why even have it around it? Why even talk about it anymore? If you're just going to repeal shit and not pay attention to it, why even have it?
I don't know. I don't know how especially the younger people are so naive to what the hell's going on.
See, I feel like we've lost our younger generation. I know that sounds really like cynical and like fucked up, but I feel like majority of our young generation is lost. There are a few good apples, man. Don't get me wrong. I got my little nephew. He's 21 years old, an awesome fucking kid. But a lot of our younger generation, dude, is just like wasted.
Yeah, fortunately I live in small town Illinois, and
Right.
downstate Illinois is pretty conservative, really. We just don't have the numbers that Chicago has to turn us into a conservative state. But like everybody I know is pro-gun here.
Yeah, and that's funny. We were talking about that yesterday, man, because it's like a lot of these Democrats, you could sit there and start telling them Hillary's policies, and they don't know what you're talking about because they don't do the research. So you're going to vote for her, but you don't know what the fuck her policies are.
Well, that's even the gun guys. They're thinking that they're going to buy shit now, and it'll be grandfathered in if she gets elected and bans everything. Well, you need to look at what they did in Australia. They turned all that shit into scrap metal. There was no grandfather.
Oh, yeah. And didn't they, and if I'm mistaken, correct me, but didn't they go door to door in Australia?
I don't know that it actually went that far. They could have.
That's what I heard, but I don't want to rumors like it was fucking true.
I know that they had that potential. I don't know that they ever went that far.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Are you familiar with Katrina? Have you watched any of those videos when they were going door to door and I think it was like, it was an old ass lady, dude. She was like in a little muumuu cover and she was holding it by the cylinder and they fucking tackled her to the ground.
I saw that video.
I mean, is that just a small scale of what's going to happen? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Christ, our military ain't so
yeah,
far
but would it be our guys, or would it be our guys though, or would it be an outside force?
I think they're prepping you in to come in here for that shit. Really?
Yeah. See a bunch of fucking Smurf helmets popping through the fucking streets.
Great Blue's easy to see in the scope.
Yeah, that is true. It has beautiful contrast against the black pavement.
I really don't understand how we got here. I mean, I personally took my daughters and made them die hard Second Amendment. I mean, everybody around
Yeah, hey,
it.
yeah, you know what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but Priest was saying though that in Katrina, that wasn't the military. It was just regular local law enforcement. So do you think that the local law enforcement would have anything to do with that if it came to be?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're just working for a paycheck. They got no real. I mean, a certain part of them.
Yeah, and you know, there's some military guys too that are law enforcement that would probably fucking, you know, try to stick to our rights.
I would say that a fair part of the sheriffs and sheriff's deputies would stand with the people. Local police, I don't know. I suppose that depends on your community.
Well, yeah, that's true. How close you guys are, that type of stuff. Yeah.
Military, I don't know. That's the wild card in this. I'm hoping that the military would stand with the people because they've sworn oath to defend the Constitution.
Yeah, that's true. And now we got another one in from Priest that said it'll come down to the individual. Some will follow orders no matter what. Others will tell them to go fuck themselves. Now, I feel like if they're at your door, whether it's cops, whether it's fucking our military, whether it's North Vietnam, I don't give a shit, anybody. If they're at your door, it's already too late. What kind of signs should people look for? I mean, you know, I've heard personally, if the banks fuck up, if they say that there's going to be a major bank failure or something like that, and they go down, I heard that was a sign of something big is going to happen. Other people are saying EMPs and, you know, the cell phones are going to go out. What would be, to you, what would be a major sign that some shit is about to go down?
First, I would say some sort of failure of the grid. Because they're going to have to disrupt communication. That's going to be absolutely essential if they have any hope of taking the whole country. They have to keep us from talking to each other and spreading the word.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I remember my internet went out a couple nights ago. Couldn't use my phones. I couldn't use either one of my cell phones. I couldn't use my computer. I couldn't get a hold of anybody. Luckily, it happened to me at 3 o'clock in the morning, so it really didn't matter. And that happened on a global scale at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We'd all be running around like fucking chickens with our heads cut off.
Well, the no-knock warrant, Priest, is meant to kind of protect the public. So they say. I got news for a freaking cop. They come and knock my door down. They better be wearing lots of fucking body armor because I'm going to be shooting the shit out of them.
Well, yeah, and they didn't have no knocks either when they were doing that. The reason why I say Katrina is because that's the real, like, example that I can go back to of them trying to, like, put their control on us. And there was no knocks there, man. They busted down fucking doors and came in the goddamn house.
Honest to God, we should have rose against that. I mean,
that right there should have been proof to us, you know. And there's still people out here in America that are saying that can't happen to us. This is America.
I don't necessarily mean
what, motherfucker? It already happened.
I'm not meaning that we should have taken up arms at that point, but we should have raised holy hell about it.
Yeah, that is true. Somebody should have said something, man.
Unfortunately, I didn't even hear about it for 2 years until after it happened.
Oh, dude, I just saw the video last year. I literally just saw the video of them running through the streets and going into people's houses. And I think the NRA let out a video or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And I just saw it this year, man. So yeah, we've been in the dark since it happened.
The NRA should have been, the moment they found out about that shit, they should have been alerting all their damn members to what was going on.
Yeah, no shit, right? Well, apparently, I think after the fact, they got one person that I know about. They got some of his guns back. He had like an old hunting rifle. He had some bolt action guns and a couple of shotguns, but that was well after the fact.
In my opinion, there is no justification to disarm honest citizens, period.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's like pulling me over on the street and taking my cell phone and telling me that it's a fucking destructive device and that I can't have it anymore. Just something that people use.
I said earlier that I'm not an AR or AK guy, but I absolutely believe in everybody else's right to have whatever the fuck they want.
Absolutely, it's all right. Just like, I mean, you know, if somebody wants to go out and dress like a girl and they're a guy, that's fine. You still have the opinion to not agree with that. You know, like that there's give and take when it comes to your rights and your opinions and all that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
No,
It's hard to grasp how people think.
The left has got it figured out. We give, they take. You guys realize that here in this state, game warden can come in your house
I'm on the website right now. I'm gun channels right now, trying to figure out a place to go.
Yeah, I'm going to be there too, so I'll catch you over there, I reckon.
All right, man. Later.